Hey guys, it's Double B MTG coming back with another Pauper League. I've been looking forward to playing another league with this deck with the ban list coming out. It's been a little while since I've played Magic. I've had work. I am a plumber, apprentice, very tiring job, and I've been playing a lot of Dungeons and Dragons and other games with my friends. But time to look at the ban list. And this ban list is huge for Tortured Existence. Galvanic Relay, 100 to 0 matchup. Like, you could not touch that deck whatsoever. You just lost. There was no counterplay. All right. Banning that is enormous, right? Takes an unwinnable matchup off the table. Disciple of the Vault being banned, also enormous. Atog getting hit made Affinity a much, much, much better matchup, right? It was actually playable, but them having Disciple of the Vault allowed them to combo with the little Krark Clan Shaman. They could still one-shot you pretty easily. It's still a very, very powerful deck. Disciple of the Vault getting banned, so nice, right? These two combo decks getting banned, very, very, very nice. We've still got Cycle Storm, we've still got Familiars, right? Combo still in the format, but these two super powerful ones are out, right? A problem. Exposition map saw an unban. Luckily, this doesn't turn Tron into suddenly a tier 1 deck, but still, Tron is a difficult matchup. A lot of Tron lists are very combo oriented, and it is difficult for Tortured Existence to combat a million mana when we are playing an extremely control-oriented deck. But I'm happy with these bans, and I think they're going to be really good for Tortured Existence, so I'm going to hop into the first match of the league. Here we are in the first match of the league. This hand is not perfect. It's definitely not perfect, but it's got Tortured Existence, it's got a creature. It's pretty good. I'm happy with this hand. If we can hit just basically any other creature, maybe a Commune with the Gods, if Commune with the Spirits hits Tanuki, it's a great hand. Jungle Hollow first, pass the turn. Let's see what we're facing. Terramorphic Expanse. Okay. Forest, not what we were looking for. I guess that I will Swamp, Fume Spitter, Tortured Existence, pass the turn. I wonder if this is Terramorphic Expanse. I really don't know what that is. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe some kind of fairies? Yeah, Dimir Fairies. Yep. Dimir Fairies. We have landed Tortured Existence. As long as we do not draw like 20 lands in a row, this match is already over. Spore Frog. That is not perfect, but it is functional. Commune with the Spirits. Witherbloom Campus is good here. I'll go ahead and play that. And then pass the turn. I love the Fairies matchup so much. So much. You just land Tortured Existence, and then you loop value until they die. Witherbloom Campus is going to nearly guarantee that we will eventually hit a Kitchen Imp. They can't do very much once that happens. Obviously, it is still possible for us to draw a million lands and them to have a strong draw. Nothing that you can really do about that. I'm going to let this 1 damage come through. They're not threatening a ninja. I know that they don't play the Moon Circuit Hacker. Fairy Seer, that's perfectly fine. Probably just end up killing that and then looping Fume Spitter back to hand with Torex. Discard Spore Frog. Grab Fume Spitter. I think that Fume Spitter is a little bit better than Spore Frog in this matchup, usually. Commune with the Gods. Probably going to be good here. Going to be extremely good here. Let's see, what do I want to do? I'll grab a Kitchen Imp. Play Golgari Rot Farm. Swamp back to hand. Cast Fume Spitter. Game over. There is almost no way that we can lose now. It is. I would have to mess something up terribly, or the opponent's draw would have to be absolutely bonkers, and that is not it. Because Kitchen Imp is way too good at fighting Thorn. Way, way, way too good. Opponent draws a card. I'm going to go ahead and dredge a Stinkweed Imp. Let's see, what do I want to get back? I'll get back a Spore Frog here. Discard Kitchen Imp. Cast Kitchen Imp. Cast Spore Frog. Swing for 2. Take the Monarch. And we have Spore Frogs. Opponent does not. Oh shoot, should have played a land. Literally doesn't matter though. Snuff out. Targeting Spore Frog. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Might end up mattering a little bit. Perhaps. Perhaps a tiny bit. But at this point, we can loop Golgari Brownscale until they can't do any damage to us. We have infinite land drops. We can take the Monarch back. Very hard for the opponent to do anything here. Actually, they can't take the Monarch back unless they have a Ninja. We'll see if they do. If they do, it's not a huge deal. Yep, sure. Into the Deep Hours. Forcing them to have it at least. Opponent takes the Monarch. Question is, what am I going to get back? I think that a Spore Frog's good. Opponent's going to draw a card. We'll just go ahead and grab Spore Frog, discard Golgari Brownscale. I'll draw a Stinkweed Imp here. I'd like another Kitchen Imp. Let's see. I'm going to start by swinging for 2. Take the Monarch. Cast Spore Frog. Alright. Opponent going to Spell Stutter it. I'm going to grab Spore Frog again. Let's see here. Yes, I'm going to cast Spore Frog. Play Swamp. Do I want Fume Spitter back? Or am I just going to go ahead and try to loop Brownscale once? I think that getting Fume Spitter back's probably worth. Cast Fume Spitter. Go ahead and sack it, killing Spell Stutter. Go to my end step. I'll dredge Brownscale. Yep. I knew that a Kitchen Imp would show up sooner or later, and we just don't want to deck out. Sacrifice Spore Frog to hold on to the Monarch. We'll get another Kitchen Imp back next turn, perhaps get Grave Scrabbler, and perhaps Spore Frog. We'll see. We can basically do whatever we want at this point. Opponent can't do a whole lot. Opponent has Counterspell and Cast Down in their hand. I'll just dredge Golgari Brownscale. Let's see what we're doing here. We'll grab Kitchen Imp, discarding Golgari Brownscale. Grab Spore Frog, discarding Kitchen Imp. Cast Kitchen Imp. Opponent is going to counter it. Okay. Cast Spore Frog. Looks like opponent's planning to cast down that. That's fine. That's fine. Um, I'll grab Grave Scrabbler here, discarding Brown Scale. Yep. Golgari Rot Farm, adding Swamp back to hand. Pass the turn, keep Kitchen Imp back to block the Ninja. Opponent has really no pressure on my life total, and the pressure that they have on card advantage is nearly non-existent. Because at this point, with Tortured Existence out, my creatures are better because I have Kitchen Imp. I can block their ninjas. They keep having to spend removal spells on 1/1s, and I just get Grave Scrabbler out. I can block Ninja with Grave Scrabbler. I can eventually wipe the board with Crypt Rats. It's just very, very difficult situation for them. If a Fairies player eventually, I have not had it happen yet, but if a Fairies player eventually manages to wiggle their way out of me with Tortured Existence and basically a free graveyard, I'll be very impressed. I will be very, very impressed. Dredge Brown Scale. Okay. Let's see what I'm doing here. I'm going to go ahead and swing for 2. Alright. Take the Monarch back. I'm going to discard Grave Scrabbler. Cast Grave Scrabbler. Counters Grave Scrabbler. Interesting. Sure, that's fine by me. Cast Spore Frog. Play a Swamp. Pass the turn. I think that'll just take a natural draw here. Another Tortured Existence. That's kind of funny. Sacrifice Spore Frog. Oh, opponent casts their Thorn that they bounced back. Sure. Draws a card. I'm going to get... Actually, I'm going to go ahead and get Kitchen Imp back. Discarding Brown Scale. Get Grave Scrabbler back. Discarding Kitchen Imp. And at this point, it doesn't matter that much how many removal spells and counter spells the opponent has, because I have multiple Madness creatures. I'm going to dredge Golgari Brown Scale. Get another Kitchen Imp. Okay. Just going to move to combat in case they have an Echoing Decay. Don't want to give them another Kitchen Imp worth of value. Alright. Opponent has conceded. Let's go to sideboards. I'm going to take these out and bring in these. Okay, this is this is a good hand because I've got 2 communes. There we go. That's the commune value. I can keep 1-landers. Alright. Now, if I draw a swamp, I am definitely just going to run out Tortured Existence. Sadly, did not. Becomes a little bit more precarious. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and play Commune. Wow. Wow. That sucks. Really? I've got 22 lands and 4 enchantments in the deck currently. That is not likely. That is highly unlikely. Okay, I'm going to cast a Fume Spitter here. I don't think that they have a Spell Stutter, but I wanted to play around it. Opponent has a Thorn, sure. If I win this game, it'll be impressive. It'll be really impressive. Relic of Progenitus, sure. Sure. Discard Stinkweed Imp to get Fume Spitter back. Let's see if they pop that relic. They do not. Okay. Natural draw. Swamp. Okay. At least we have a swamp. At least. See if they want to do something about a Fume Spitter. No. Discard Kitchen Imp. Cast Kitchen Imp. Counterspell, sure. Lets me get back the Kitchen Imp. I mean, if I keep drawing lands from here on out, I've got an okay shot at winning. But Relic Progenitus, they've obviously got hate cards for this matchup. Not this matchup in particular, but cards that are good against my deck. I have Torex. I have a Kitchen Imp in the graveyard. There's a small chance, even though they are 3 lands ahead of us with the Monarch. Seriously. What am I even supposed to do here? Like, discard Kitchen Imp, or discard Stinkweed Imp to get Kitchen Imp. I can't believe that I missed on that first commune. If I hit on that first commune, I think that I probably win. Alright, they're going to pop Relic. I'm going to give them another Stinkweed Imp to grab Kitchen Imp. Then I'm going to pass the turn with my little Fume Spitter and 3 lands. This is how Fairies wins. Just brick infinitely hard while they have graveyard hate. All right, another Fairy Seer, sure. 2 cards on top. Okay. I'm gonna block here. Kill one of these Fairy Seers. Opponent is going to draw a card off the Monarch. I'll discard a Brown Scale, I suppose. Just going to take a natural draw. Nice. Discard Kitchen Imp. Cast Kitchen Imp. Counter spell. Gain 2 life. I'm going to gain a life there. Cast a Fume Spitter. Opponent is going to have a Spell Stutter Sprite, sure. Definitely a tough situation. Definitely a very tough situation. 1 on the bottom, 1 on the top. Let's see, how many ninjas? 1 ninja? Take a natural draw. I need lands. Not that. Definitely not that. Grab Fume Spitter back, discarding Kitchen Imp. Yeah, opponent's just going to have like infinite counter spells here. Yeah, I'm not even going to cast the Fume Spitter. Just going to get spell stuttered. Opponent gonna draw another card. Opponent's drawing 3 cards a turn right now with 9 lands. Yeah, I'm gonna concede on a relic. See you in game number 3. Alright, we're going to be on the play. We have Tortured Existence, turn 1. This is a keep. Turn 1, and I have as many lands as I had in play last game. I'm just going to run it out turn 1. I don't think that they have like 1-mana counterspells, but it is a possibility. They might have Duress as well. Some people bring that in against me. I think it's just safe to get it out on the battlefield and roll in right away. Man, and I didn't draw a Golgari Rot Farm. I didn't get nothing last game. Well, this one should be fine as long as they don't draw super insane. And this is a little bit of a slow start for them. Kind of a slow start for us as well. Got a bunch of tap lands, but this is not a matchup where they put a ton of pressure on you. 2 cards on top. Okay. Yeah, I think that just slamming a rat should be fine. Pass the turn. If they remove it, perfectly fine. I just want to get my lands out, get things going. Getting a Crypt Rats into the graveyard to loop with Golgari Brownscale should honestly be enough to beat a lot of their starts. Augur of Boros. Okay. And the only change that I made from this version to last week's version was I took 1 Crypt Rats out of the sideboard. I know that makes me weaker to some matchups, but I really wanted the 3rd Fairy Macabre. And I think that I'm just going to go ahead and pass here. Having Crypt Rats up, very, very strong. Will make it impossible for the opponent to do really much of anything here if... Yep, I was going to say if they had 4th untapped land into Thorn, I could just sweep the board, Kitchen Imp, take it back, and then run away with the game from there. I don't think that opponent has much of a shot unless they randomly have something that kills Tortured Existence, like Feed the Swarm or something. But even then, I've got a Commune. We've got 3 more Tortured Existence in deck. That wouldn't even be the end of the world here. Relic of Progenitus, perfectly fine. All right. Yep, just gonna let it go back to my turn. Play a land. I'll commune. Grab a swamp. Pass the turn. See, now we actually have things. And this relic will slow us down a little bit. It'll be annoying, but eventually it'll get to the point where they have to pop it, and no more relic. And no more relic means a million Kitchen Imps. Opponent also not putting any pressure on us whatsoever. They're basically just scaling up, getting their land drops out, and eventually we win those. Because Crypt Rats is much, much stronger than anything that they could put on us. I don't think that I really want to do anything here. Yep. Plays another Augur. Okay. Echoing Decay. That's a good card against us. Because it kills multiple Kitchen Imps. Just going to pop Crypt Rats. Opponent going to exile the Crypt Rats. Let's see. Do you have Counterspell, opponent? No. Okay. Very nice. I will grab a Tri-Builder, play a Swamp, cast Tri-Builder, hold up Kitchen Imp, and this is very good. Opponent is probably going to have to crack Relic very, very soon. We have a Dredger in hand, we have Crypt Rats in hand, we have Witherbloom Campus on the board. Things are going very well. Exile a Swamp. Lands do not matter. I do not play Tilling Treefolk. I do not think it is a very good card. So you can exile lands and sorceries for free from your graveyard. And enchantments as well. I don't play Auromance or anything. Yep, Augur. Gets a counterspell, sure. Sacrifice Tri-Builder. Get a Swamp. I'm going to go ahead and try and grab Tri-Builder back, discarding Kitchen Imp. See if they do anything about this Kitchen Imp. Maybe they'll pop Relic here. Wouldn't be a bad spot to pop Relic. Yep, that's pretty smart. I would have just ended up dredging Stinkweed Imp. Would have made things very difficult for the opponent. Witherbloom Campus, okay. Yeah, I'll just swing for 2. Play Witherbloom Campus. Cast Crypt Rats. Pass the turn. Obviously, we're much lower resources currently, but we do have Grave Scrabblers in the deck, and Kitchen Imps just go infinite as long as they do not have another relic. They might, they definitely might, but if they don't, then we kind of just win. Just attacking with Augur? Attacking with both. That's fine. I'll take 2. Alright. I am going to blow up the board, deal 3 to everything. Get Kitchen Imp back in my hand. Dredge a Brown Scale. Fume Spitter in the graveyard, sure. I will grab Fume Spitter, discarding Kitchen Imp. Cast Kitchen Imp. See if this eats a counterspell. It does not. Cast Fume Spitter. Spell Stutter Sprite. Okay. I will grab myself a Crypt Rats, discarding Brown Scale. Cast Crypt Rats. Opponent counterspells it, sure. I'm empty-handed. Here is the opponent's basically only chance to win the game. If they have Relic Progenitus right now, they have a chance. If they don't, I'm going to get the Skullgari Brown Scale back. They're going to probably kill Kitchen Imp right here. Echoing Decay, maybe some other removal spell. They'll get a Ninja down, but then I'm just going to get Kitchen Imp back, get Crypt Rats back, get my Golgari Brown Scale so that my life total isn't threatened. We'll see. Brainstorm, sure. Brainstorms, okay. Opponent's definitely putting up a good fight. Definitely putting up a good fight. That relic is difficult. Relic, Nile Spellbomb, Fairy Macabre, Graveyard Hate in general. Oh, wow. Nice. Opponent is definitely running hot today. Okay, gonna preordain. We still got a good shot at this game, but we're gonna have to draw well pretty quickly. Their clock isn't super fast, but they will kill us eventually. Gonna go ahead and scry. Kitchen Imp. I will take a Kitchen Imp. Every day, all day. Preordain. Duress. Yep. That's why we played Tortured Existence turn 1. Does opponent have Ninja? Does not. That's pretty huge. Scattershot Archer. Okay. Alright, I will cast a Scattershot Archer. Does that eat a counterspell of some kind? I was wondering when I was going to draw one of those. It's a very good card in this matchup. Opponent is thinking. Alright, lets it resolve. Sure. Gonna go to my end step. Hard casts Snuff Out. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Opponent is gonna attack with both. Discard Kitchen Imp to get back Scattershot Archer. Cast Kitchen Imp. Counterspell. Scattershot Archer back to hand. Discard Scattershot. Get Kitchen Imp. Discard Kitchen Imp. Cast Kitchen Imp. Got another one? Alright, cast down. Sure thing. Sure thing. Take 2 damage. I'll discard Scattershot Archer to get back Kitchen Imp. Draw. Forest is not great. Maybe I should have scryed, but I was really hoping that we'd have got something good. Discard Kitchen Imp. Get back Scattershot Archer. Play a Forest. Cast Scattershot Archer. Spell Stutter. That kind of sucks. But opponent is empty-handed. And I like to play against opponents that are empty-handed when I have Tortured Existence. Fairy Seer. Okay, that's not a bad draw. But opponent can't really attack into me here because of my massive 2/2 flyer. Unbeatable creature. I'm going to go ahead and scry. Just really want a Dredger. Not a swamp. Definitely not a swamp. Not a Jungle Hollow either. Okay, sure. Cast Scattershot Archer. Pass the turn. As long as we can get around to this activation, I think that we probably win. Opponent going to swing with everything. Alright. I'll block a... Might as well just block this. Not give them the option for this Ninja. Yeah. Obviously Ninja coming down here. What did they get though? What's the other card? Oh, that's really bad. That sucks. Yeah, I need something here. Come on, deck. No. Not that. Yeah, that. That's the one. That's the one that I wanted. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go ahead and... I'll go ahead and discard Grave Scrabbler. Cast Grave Scrabbler. Yeah. You can't counter that, buddy. Yeah. was about to try to Spellstutter Sprite it. That doesn't work. I am casting it for 2 mana, but its CMC is 4. Yep, just gonna run out of Scattershot Archer here. Might as well. Alright, now we have a pretty reasonable board. Just top deck a land. Just get a little bit unlucky. Come on. Come on. You had a relic at the perfect possible moment. Just land. Snow-covered island. Ice tunnel. Come on, terramorphic expanse me, buddy. Do it. Okay. Are there going to be any attacks? Probably not. Probably not. Maybe opponent drew another ninjas, thinking about if they attack with double Spellstutter Sprite. Okay. Perfectly fine. Tribe Elder. I don't even know if I really want that. I guess that I'll keep it just as a creature to loop with Scattershot Archer. Because if I get an activation off with Scattershot, I think that I probably win. You know, if they have another Echoing Decay, it sucks. But, you know, what are you going to do? Chatterstorm is not a card anymore. So I might as well just run both of those out, pass the turn. We're coming back. Witherbloom Campus, powerful. I had someone tell me that I should splash white or red and take out Witherbloom Campus because it isn't a good card. You, sir, are wrong. Like, in the kindest possible way, you're wrong. This card is insane. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm never taking this card out. I should have used it there. I was... This is why it's so good. This is why it's so good. I don't think that I need to here, but I definitely should have. I'm just going to go ahead and pass the turn here. Hold up both of my scatter shots. I'm glad that the opponent did not have another ninja there. Cycle Ash Barrens. Yeah! Lands. And these are my favorite board states. These are the best board states. The ones where neither player really gets to play, but eventually, sooner or later, I'm going to win. Come on. Commune. Get a Rot Farm. Rot Farm. I'll put Jungle Hollow back in my hand, might as well. Swing for 2. Pass turn. Now I do have to watch my clock, obviously. Duress. Gurmag, I see. Yep. No. Stinkweed, yes. There we go. Jungle Hollow. Cast Stinkweed Imp. Pass the turn. Actually, yes, pass the turn. Fairies here. Okay. I do not want to give the opponent any cheeky victories. Stinkweed Imp was exactly what we needed. That's what I was waiting for. That's what I was scrying towards. This is the best card. Golgari Brown Scale also would have been good, but this, I knew, blocks Gurmag Angler. And that's the only real threat that they had, was removing my creatures somehow, maybe like Echoing Decay, second Echoing Decay on the Archer, and then punching in with Gurmag Angler. That's the reason why I didn't attack there, is because that was really their only win condition, is having like removal spell, removal spell, removal spell, and then swinging in for lethal. I'll see you in game number 2. All right, here we are in match number 2. This hand is fantastic. Only thing that we really need is a Dredger to top it off, and everything else is beautiful. Everything else is exactly what we need. Come on, Fairies. Fairies. Another Fairies. This is like the perfect hand against Fairies. Ooh. Boros Bully? Maybe? I'm not sure. I'm going to go Jungle Hollow into Tribelder, though. If I had seen Island, I obviously would have gone Swamp, Torex, game over. But against a faster, more aggressive matchup, I definitely want to Sakura Tribelder turn 2 because they can't counter Tortured Existence. Alright, Swamp, Tribelder, pass the turn. Spore Frog's pretty good. It's definitely not the kind of thing that's just going to win this kind of a matchup, but it is helpful. Extremely helpful, because Rally of the Peasants does a lot of damage, all at once. Alright, Glint Hawk. Luckily we have Kitchen Imp. Quite good in this matchup. And I'm not sure what I like facing more, Boros Bully or Boros Monarch. I think Boros Bully is probably not quite as good, because Monarch can be difficult to deal with if you do not have Kitchen Imp. And Boros Monarch is really good at just saying no to Kitchen Imp. Saying, no, Strands. No, Lightning Bolt. Galvanic Blast, whatever they want. I think that I'm going to go for Tortured Existence and then just Kitchen Imp the Tribelder back to hand, hopefully blocking the Glint Hawk with the Bloom Campus pass turn. I'm really happy that opponent had a slightly slow start, because this deck definitely can do a lot of damage really, really fast. With the 1 red, sacrifice an artifact or creature, make 3 goblins. That into Rally the Peasants does like 1,000,000 damage in 1 turn for no reason. Alright. Plays the Ichor Wellspring again. Come on, tap out. You know you want to. What could I possibly have in hand that could do anything against your 2/2 flyer? No. You're gonna bolt it. Sad. Probably Galv Blasted, actually. Discard Kitchen Imp. Cast Kitchen Imp. Get Kitchen Imp Galv Blasted. End up with a 1-for-0 because this Kitchen Imp got me back a Tribelder. Then we'll get back Kitchen Imp again. And then again. And then again. And then by the time they have goblins out, I will Crypt Rats them. And I don't think that Boros Bully plays Strands, which is a big part of the reason why I think that this matchup is playable. If they don't have a Bolt here, that's really bad for them. That's really, really bad for them. Oh, wow. What in the world is their hand? Is that like a Journey to Nowhere or something? I don't even know what the opponent has, but it's not going to win probably. I don't think that they have any flash creatures. That goblin thing isn't instant speed, is it? There's no way. No, that's gotta be a sorcery. Let me check. Yeah, that's a sorcery. There we go. Play Witherbloom Campus. And if it was an instant, I would have played a Forest and played a Spore Frog. Just to play around it, but opponent is royally screwed here. Just had a really, really slow start. Why didn't they Galv Blast my Kitchen Imp? Did they draw that off the top? Maybe. I don't know. What? I did not know that they played that card. Sure. I'll take 2. You get the Monarch. I can't play around Goblin Bushwhacker. I will never play around Goblin Bushwhacker unless the opponent has played previous goblins. I don't think about that card. Yeah, okay, I guess that I'll just discard Sakura Tribuilder. I have more than enough lands. Get back Sakura Tribuilder. Or do I just get back Thorn? This can't do anything, right? Yeah, I'll get back the Tribuilder. Yeah, it's a little bit better than getting Thorn back. I'm probably going to take the Monarch here. I don't think that there's any, like, 1 mana white interaction that deck plays. But then again, I didn't think that they played Goblin Bushwhacker. That sounds terrifying, though. They have, like, a bunch of mana and end up making 3 goblins, bushwhacking all of them, and then rallying. Ugh. Man, I would hate to deal with that. I'll play a Forest here. Tribuilder. Spore Frog. Pass the turn. Draw a card with the Monarch. Crypt Rats. Very good card in this matchup. This one's pretty much over. Once I start getting like Golgari Brown scale loops, the opponent will probably realize that there's no chance that they win this game. Unless they have Bushwhacker, 3 goblins, Rally of the Peasants, and a flashback Rally of the Peasants by hitting every single land for the rest of the game before I just kill them with Kitchen Imps. I don't think it's going to happen personally, but the opponent might stay around to hope. Let's see, what does the opponent have? They're certainly thinking. Okay, the button is down here. It's right here. It pulls up a window right here. That's the one that you want. Nope. Make some goblins. Sure. Man, I love Crypt Rats. That is part of the reason why I'm not sure which matchup is better is because of the Scattershot Archers in the sideboard. Obviously, do not hit this. They don't kill that. They don't kill Glinthawk. But they do kill the Battle Screech, which is part of the reason why I have them in there. I'm not sure if I should be playing the 4th Crypt Rats in the sideboard. It's so close. It's so close. Because a lot of the cards in my sideboard are really, really good to bring in certain matchups, and Crypt Rats is one of the cards that it's usually fine, you know? It's fine to bring in a lot of matchups, but it's not back-breaking, except against walls and sometimes familiars. I am glad that I cast Spore Frog. I mean, that makes Goblin Bushwhacker look very strong. Yeah, but I'm just gonna say no. No, actually, I take 0 damage this combat. If they had like Galv Blast for the Spore Frog into this, that'd be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That could be just 15 damage out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Just out of nowhere. This card is so efficient. But so is this card. This card's also quite efficient. uh, yeah, and I'm gonna wipe their board, and then it's gonna be kind of just over, unless they can do that again. And even if they can, I don't think that they win off of it. Sacrifice Tribuilder. Get a swamp. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and attack with Kitchen Imp, because I'm definitely Crypt Ratsing here. Block with this one. Yes! Nice. um... I'll just go ahead and commune first. Might as well see what I draw. Okay. I'll grab Kitchen Imp. I don't really need the Grave Scrabbler value at the moment. Crypt Rats. Come on. I did the thing. I don't have the greatest internet. Not the best. It sometimes just decides to not work. Pay 2, blow up the board. Can opponent do 17 damage out of literally nowhere? I really hope not. Witherbloom Campus, pass the turn. Get a Tortured Existence. Okay. So if they have another Kuldotha, like Kuldotha Rebirth into... No, they don't. No. Thank goodness. I was gonna say like Red Source, Rebirth, Bushwhacker. Would do a lot of damage, but would not kill me. Yeah. I don't think so, at least. That'd be 12, 14. Yeah, that'd be 14 damage. Would not kill me. Would do a whole bunch of damage, though. Kitchen Imp. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Grab Spore Frog, I guess. Discard Kitchen Imp. Yeah. Cast it. Cast it. It's slightly badly statted against the 2/3 flyer, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because I've got the frogs. I'll Golgari Rot Farm here. Get a forest back. I would really like a Dredger. I'm kind of surprised that I haven't drawn one yet. Golgari Brown Scale would be super nice right now. Galvanic Blast, to be expected. Another Rot Farm. The deck is being difficult today. Synthesizer. Okay. I really hope that this, like, fast aggro deck with infinite value based on artifacts doesn't turn into a one-turn kill with Bushwhacker. That would be really reminiscent of a particular deck that I was saying I was happy got a card from it banned. I don't need any more artifact combo decks in my life. I really don't. I'm fine if you make a bunch of creatures and then buff them up the next turn. That's okay. Having nearly infinite value with that deck, cool. My deck also has nearly infinite value and does some really dumb stuff. But I really, really don't like it when you can do it all at once, giving everything haste, and there's almost nothing that you can do about it. I hate it when that happens. I'm going to go ahead and grab a Grave Scrabbler here, discarding Kitchen Imp. I'm going to double block and then get both Kitchen Imps in my graveyard, probably back. Block, block. Opponent's going to kill one of my Kitchen Imps. I'm going to kill the Skyfisher. Cracks a clue. Alright. Discard Grave Scrabbler. Cast Grave Scrabbler. Get back Kitchen Imp. Yes. Yes. Draw my fourth and final Kitchen Imp. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and grab Spore Frog. Cast Spore Frog. Come on. Opponent. There we go. I'll see you in sideboards. Alright, I'm going to bring in 2 Tameo Safekeeping, 3 Masked Vandals, 1 Golgari Brownscale. I'm going to take out the Fume Spitters, Thorn, Tanuki, 1 Commune with the Spirits, and Stinkweed Imp. This is not a good hand. This is not keepable at all. We've actually been drawing reasonably well, except for that 1 mana screw. Getting Tortured Existence early has been very nice. Mulligan. Sure. Yeah, I'll go ahead and keep this. Tossing back. We'll toss back a Rot Farm. Yeah, I think that's fine. I do kind of want the 1 life off of Jungle Hollow. I might use the Scries off of Witherbloom Campus. And I need the Swamp so that I can turn to Tribe Elder. Another Torex, sure. Jungle Hollow. Pass the turn. Another Bridge, okay. Opponent is off to a slow start. I like to see that. Tribe Elder. I really hope that they don't have a ton of graveyard hate. I really hope. Because I know that they have enchantment hate, right? They're playing a white deck. White decks have enchantment hate. I really don't need both Torex to get removed and then my entire graveyard to get wiped and then to get killed in 1 turn. I don't need that. Not today. Definitely not today. Cast Tortured Existence. Witherbloom Campus. Pass the turn. And I'm really glad that we drew another Torex, because they're probably going to spend this turn killing this one. There's a solid chance that they kept this slow hand because they have an artifact hate spell. I just hope that it's not 2 of them. Glinthawk. Okay. Are you going to kill Torex? No. Alright. Interesting. I'm going to run out Kitchen Imp. Getting back Tribe Elder. Commune. That's a good card. It's definitely a good card. Let's see what I hit off of this. That's strong. I'll take a Masked Vandal. Actually, will I just take a Kitchen Imp and then get Masked Vandal back? I think so. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely better. And I'm not going to play it immediately because opponent is off to a slow start. I'm just going to go ahead and Sakura Tri-Belder. Golgari Rot Farm, probably bounce back a Swamp. And then see if Tortured Existence or Glinthawk Wellspring has a better late game. Which one of us has a better grind? Because I think it's me. This is the whole deck. The entire deck is just grinding people out. It is a graveyard-based control value awesome deck of justice. Come on. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Swing with this Glinthawk. I'll block it. It's a 1-for-1. You can pretend. Man, I've played some Mono Blue Fairies. I own Mono Blue Fairies. I like Mono Blue Fairies. It's kind of a fun deck. I hate playing against Glinthawk with Fairies. There aren't many matchups with Fairies that feel completely hopeless, but Glinthawk Core Skyfisher feels pretty nearly completely hopeless. And if you kill one, which you really can't with Mono Blue, right? You just like bounce it back to their hand, you desperately try to counter them. They're just going to play more Ichor Wellsprings and Synthesizers and do all of their shenanigans. And you can't do a whole lot about it. Luckily, opponent hasn't hit land drops. We have hit land drops. They are feeling what we felt game 2 of last match. So I think that we probably win. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised that they didn't keep a hand. I wonder what they kept. I don't know if they should have kept that. I don't think that it was a very good hand. Whatever's in their hand, it can't have been good enough to keep. There's no way. Maybe it's like some absolutely insane OTK hand if they had drawn like an extra 2 lands or something, maybe. But it's definitely not. It's not turning out well for them. Just gonna go ahead and kill their land. And in case you hear very loud sounds from the room over, my roommate is playing League of Legends, and he likes to play League very loudly. Very, very loudly, especially when he dies. And he dies pretty often. The only problem here is that we have not hit a Dredger yet. That is the only problem. Yeah, I'll just exile Sakura Tri-Belder. Play a Jungle Hollow for turn. And then pass. Opponent is on 2 land drops. We are a bit flooded. A teensy weensy bit. But they're very screwed. As long as we draw any Dredger. We did take out a Stinkweed Imp, but we put in a Brown Scale, so we've still got 7 Dredgers. We've got Commune with the Gods. We have plenty of things that we can draw into. And we've got Witherbloom Campus. I might end up just scrying with Witherbloom Campus. Probably will on my upkeep. Opponent's thinking of whether to attack with the Skyfisher or not. I think. Probably. It's probably what they're thinking about. I'm not going to block it if they do, obviously. But they are most likely considering whether or not I have a Kitchen Imp in hand. Yep, chose not to. They were flying around Kitchen Imp. Because I kind of blew them out a little bit last game. Doing exactly that. Crypt Rats is good here. Yeah, I'll swamp. Pass the turn. Now I have a Crypt Rats with a Kitchen Imp. And then I'll do it again. And then I'll Masked Vandal. And then I'll Crypt Rats. Play some more Kitchen Imps. I feel a little bit bad for the opponent, but they are playing an extremely high tier meta deck, and I am not. Kuldotha Rebirth, sure. Something to feed my rats. What do we got with that opponent? Is it something? Or is it nothing? Because it's looking a lot like nothing. It's looking a lot like you did not draw a land. Like you have been getting outrageously unlucky. But not that unlucky, because they don't really play that many lands, as far as I know. They do play a lot of card draw, though. Should I even bother? I don't think so. Well, I might as well. Yeah. I was thinking maybe I don't even want to play this Kitchen Imp if I was going to pop the Crypt Rats on my main phase. But I think that I'll end up holding the Crypt Rats. Okay. Crypt Rats. With a Bloom Campus, pass the turn. As long as I draw any creature next turn, and opponent does not have like Black Lotus into insta-kill me, I think we should be fine. It feels like opponent is just burning their clock, being angry at the magic gods. Looking over here and seeing 3 lands in my graveyard and several on my board. Okay. Yep. I'll just Crypt Rats. For 3. Don't think that they have anything to gain health with at instant speed. Yeah. Opponent discards to hand size, discards a Bushwhacker. With a Bloom Campus. Yep, that's a creature. Not the best one, but it is a creature, and it will work. Kitchen Imp. And I just wanted to say, I'm really happy a lot of people in my comments say that they are building Tortured Existence in Paper. Good on you. It is a lot more fun to play in Paper than it is online. There's so many clicks. There's such a stupid quantity of clicks. Alright, opponent. Can you find the concede button this time? Because it feels difficult, and the discard of that Bushwhacker gives us a pretty good idea that they kept an OTK hand and then ended up bricking on lands. Opponent is gonna play it out, apparently for at least a few more draws. Glintock, sacrifice, Glintock, concede. There we go. Good game, opponent. I will see you in match number 3. Here we are in match number 3 of the league. Opponent is going to play first. This hand's a little bit unusual, but I think I'm going to have to keep it. It's got Tortured Existence. It's got 2 swamps. If I hit a green source, this hand is fantastic. We have several green sources in the deck, so hopefully we hit. I don't think that this is a hand I can really throw back. Oh. Paulo Cabral _BR, he tends to do very well in all of the Pauper challenges and whatnot. I think he played Affinity a lot. I don't know what he'll be playing now. Maybe trying to make Affinity still work. Baron more. Wait, was he Affinity? Was he one of the Affinity players, or was he a combo player? I don't remember. Regardless, I'm running out Tortured Existence and passing the turn. If we draw Forest next turn, this will be a very good situation. If we brick on green sources, this will be a very bad situation. Looks like he's playing Cycle Storm, which is a almost completely unwinnable matchup. Yep, that's Cycle Storm. Well, he bricked on lands. Come on, green source. No green source. We have to hit it next turn, or there's not really any chance. And even if we do, there's a good chance that we still die. Because Cycle Storm, we don't have any interaction, we don't have a very good clock. It's just very difficult. Swamp, Crypt Rats, pass the turn. Obviously, Swamp better than nothing, but it's not good. It's really not good. Land Grant. Okay, that's interesting. Puts a forest into a hand. Come on, green source. Swamp. Play out Thorn. If I die next turn, I die next turn. The Monarch is probably the only way that I'm going to possibly generate enough advantage to do much of anything this game. Draw a card. Well, there is a green source, but it comes into play tapped. Cycles. Manamorphose. Okay. This is an interesting take on Cycle Storm. I've never seen a green version of it. Okay, Jungle Hollow. What do I do here? So, I'm always going to attack with both of these. What's my win condition here? I think that I'll just play Jungle Hollow this turn. Yeah, I might as well do that. It's just hard to think of a win condition. This is a very bad matchup. Very, very bad matchup, because once he starts playing Drannith Stingers and has roughly 1,000,000 mana, I can activate Crypt Rats to kill his stuff. Might do that right here. Yeah, sure, I'll Crypt Rats. For 3. Blow up the board. Get back Crypt Rats, discarding Stinkweed Imp. Dredge Stinkweed Imp. Cast Tribuilder. Cast Crypt Rats. Play Rot Farm. Bounce a Swamp. Pass the turn. Probably die. But that's how this matchup goes. And if I hold Crypt Rats up against the Dran Stinger combo, then Paulo will just inevitably make a million mana, play the Dran Stingers, he'll cycle to deal some damage, I'll put Crypt Rats on the stack, and then he'll just kill me. There's not much I can do. Luckily, it appears that their draw is a little bit slow, so who knows, maybe I have some small chance. What do I do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can almost kill, actually. Almost. It's pretty close. Swamp Forest. Okay. Swamp. Draw a card. I guess I'll just go for the 2-turn lethal with Crypt Rats. If it kills me here, it kills me here. Not much I can do. Cabal Ritual, sure. Hopefully Paulo bricks, because that's all I can really do here is hope. Crypt Rats obviously will be a tiny speed bump, but it's probably not going to be enough. Yep. Now, puts trigger ability. When this creature enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice a creature, return target instant or sorcery from your graveyard to your hand. I don't know if I activate Crypt Rats here. I'm not sure if it's correct. So Storm count is 5. They're gonna get back songs, make another million mana. If I kill it here, it makes it a little bit more difficult, I think. Yeah, I guess that's what I'll do. And how much do I have if I like get back to Crypt Rats and then play it next turn? 1, 2, 1, 2, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 5, 5 damage. Yeah. So I'll do 4. If I die here, I die here. You know, I think that this is how it works. I think that killing the creature before the exploit goes off negates it. Yeah. Just has another songs. Okay. That's tough. Mystical Teachings, yep. Reaping the Graves. The interesting thing here is that opponent does not have blue mana. Yeah. Opponent does not have blue mana. That's important. Okay. Yeah. Yet. Does not have blue mana yet. If opponent gets blue mana, I think we probably die. We'll see. I'm kind of wishing that we did a little bit more damage to them because of the street wraiths. I forgot about that. Yeah, denying those draws would have been very nice. Draneth Healer. Okay. An opponent is cycling before the Reaping the Graves resolves, so that if they draw another Songs of the Damned, they get the extra mana. Smart combo player things. I have played a fair bit of combo, but in Pauper, I don't know. I just like my control stuff. Okay. Am I dead or did he brick? Dreneth Stinger. Land Grant. Ooh. Let's see what that gets. Snow-covered forest, sure. Deadshot Minotaur. Oh, no Dreneth Stinger. Okay. Weird. Cabal Ritual, sure. Lotus Petal, that is blue mana. If there's another Reaping the Graves, obviously we are dead here. Very, very dead. Metamorphose, sure. Cycles Dreneth Stinger, sure. Songs, sure. Mystical Teachings. There is another Reaping. It was in his graveyard. Yeah, I'll concede the game off of that. See you in sideboards. Take out these, bring in these, go to game number 2. Yep, this is a good hand. Go ahead and keep it. We're going to have to draw into Fairy Macabres or something if we want any real chance to win, but this is a good start. You can't really hope for more than this. We're just going to get 1,000,000 mana, we're going to get Kitchen Imps, we're going to start looping Tribe Elders, and if we draw into our good stuff, we will have a small chance. Very small chance. Itty-bitty chance. Any other deck, any like remotely aggressive deck, maybe even a deck with like counter spells, like if I was playing ninjas, if I was playing Boros Agra, if I was playing either of the 2 decks that we played against last league or last matches, if I was playing Bogles, if I was playing Mono White Heroic, if I was playing Burn, if I was playing literally anything but a 0 stack interaction control life gain graveyard value deck, yeah, we would have won last game. But this is not our matchup. This is not the matchup that we are meant to win against. This is, however, why I put an extra Fairy Macabre in, because the card doesn't do much of anything against Affinity, but it is very good against this matchup, and this is the combo deck that we really have to watch out for, that and Mogwarts, both of which are, at least disrupted by Fairy Macabre. Paulo is thinking. I'm thinking. And I don't remember if they play Cycle Storm mostly. I think that I saw just a ton of Affinity out of them, but I could be wrong. Could definitely be wrong. Both are pretty much just combo decks anyway. Affinity just had also randomly a really good beatdown plan some games. And good removal. And basically whatever it wanted at all times. Woodland Chasm. Alright. Another Kitchen Imp. It's fine. Play Tribe Elder. Sacrifice Tribuilder. Get a swamp. Augur, that is pretty good. I'll cast Augur. This is one of the matchups that I have Augur in for. It's obviously not, a way to hard counter them or anything, but it can whittle down on the cards in their hand till eventually, hopefully, you keep them off of a really powerful storm turn. Opponent is hitting their land drops this game, which is obviously very bad. Sacrifice Tribuilder. Come on. I think I'll just get a swamp. I want to make my Crypt Rats as powerful as possible this game. Sacrifice Augur. Force 2 discards. Double Lotus Petal. Alright. Torex. Get Augur back. Discard Kitchen Imp. Cast Kitchen Imp. I'll be kind of a little bit upset if they have enchantment hate. That would be mildly annoying. I do have the Commune in hand, so I'd probably be able to find another Torex. But I didn't bring in Tamio's safekeeping or anything because I don't think that it's worth it. I don't even know if this weird green version of Cycle Storm plays enchantment hate. Lotus Petal, sure. Cabal Ritual. Yeah, opponent's kind of forced to try to go off right now, or else I'll just keep whittling away their hand. Manamorphose. Yep. I really wish that I had a Fairy Macabre here. Yeah, would have made this Cabal Ritual much less powerful and hit some of those. And this is why Augur is not super powerful against this deck, because it just gets to do this and draw a million cards. And if it has a reasonable draw, it can pretty easily kill you on like turn 3 or 4 through an Augur or 2. Yeah, I'm just going to F6 here. Don't have any interaction. If I did, I would have used it. Cycles. Plays a Lotus Petal. Cycles. 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 Is there songs? There's a songs. Is there another Reaping the Graves? There's a Chromatic Star that might turn into another Reaping the Graves. Green. Weird. Maybe there's a Morphos in hand. It would be very funny if they bricked this turn. I would be happy. I played enough Storm to know that it is possible to brick. It is certainly possible to brick. Reaping the graves. Well, with another reaping, it is going to be difficult to brick. uh, Luckily, opponent did not get a full value off of that reaping. But if there's like another songs into some way to get another reaping, they can probably win. No legal targets, no legal targets, no legal targets. Tinderwall. Tinderwall. Makes 2 red. Cycles. 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 Okay. Force 2 discards. Does anyone realize how hopeless this matchup is by now? It's kind of bad. It's kind of bad. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and commune. Grabbing Fairy Macabre. I think that this game we should be able to hopefully win it, but still, it's not even guaranteed or anything. Definitely not guaranteed. Tinderwall. Tinderwall. Sack. 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 All of the sacrificing. Cabal Ritual, sure. Opponent is going to attempt to storm off again before I eat their graveyard. Draneth Stinger, okay. Reaping the Graves. Well, I can 100% deny that, luckily. One, two, three, four, five. I don't think that I'm gonna 100% deny it though. I'm gonna go 1, 2. Grab Fairy Macabre back, discarding Kitchen Imp. Casting Kitchen Imp. Get back Fairy Macabre. Go. Oh, let me see. Yep, those 2. 1, 2. So now there is just Tinderwall selected, and that is perfectly fine. No big deal. Okay. Opponent casts Tinderwall. Alright, opponent passes the turn. I'm going to get Thorn, I think. Yep. I'll discard Crypt Rats, get Thorn. Draw into a Grave Scrabbler. That's pretty good. Swing for 4. I'll go ahead and Grave Scrabbler. cast Grave Scrabbler. I'm surprised that that I'm actually winning this one. I do have I have a bunch of hate specifically for this matchup, but still, it's the type of a matchup where it's like, well, here's 5 sideboard slots. I'd probably still lose, but it's come together this game. All right, opponent cycles. And of course, it's still not guaranteed. Still not guaranteed. But it's looking good. Opponent's not going to have an easy time storming off. They're going to need like Morphos, Morphos, Morphos into Reaping, and still it probably won't be enough. Yep. Let's go to game number 3. Alright, here we are in game number 3 of one of the hardest possible matchups against one of the best players in Pauper. And they're on the play. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, okay. I think I'll just go ahead and keep this one. I've got lands, I've got Augur, I've got Double Fairy Macabre. I'm not throwing this back. You can't make me. You can't make me do this. I'll draw Torex eventually, probably. I just can't throw this back. The Witherbloom Campus? Okay. I think that this is a Augur of Skulls type of game. Don't need to accelerate super fast. Don't have anything that I'm really accelerating towards. Just disruption would be nice here. And the opponent's main problem last game was they didn't hit enough cyclers. Starting off like this is a little bit tough for me. Tinderwall. Oh. Opponent does not try to storm off there. A little bit weird. Discards 2 Lotus Petals. Sure. Torex. There we go. I knew I'd draw you, baby. Sakura Tribe Elder. Witherbloom Campus. Pass the turn. Let's see. Dranith Healer. Okay. Horror of the Broken Lands. Okay. Dranith Healer. Okay. Kind of sucks that they're getting this many cyclers. Makes it a lot harder for my Fairy Macabres to win the game. Get a swamp. I'm definitely a little bit flooded on green mana here. Commune. Sure, I'll commune. See if I can hit a swamp. Nothing at all. Unlucky. Getting unlucky with that this game. Or this league. This league has been rough for that card. Yeah. Just go ahead, discard Kitchen Imp. Nope. No madness on the Kitchen Imp. Just play Augur. Pass the turn. I just wanna get the songs and the reapings and all the shenanigans out of their hand as fast as possible. 2 damage is not a clock against that deck. Not a clock at all. So many cyclers. Manamorphose, okay. And I think that I'm supposed to Fairy Macabre in response to the... in response to the reaping. Yeah, I'm definitely supposed to do it in response to the reaping. I really hope there's not 2. I really hope there's not 2. Really? That's a little bit weird. Yeah, the question, is there 2? Probably. I figure that that's probably what they've got. Just go ahead and Fairy Macabre, Horror, and then the other horror is what they're targeting. Yeah. I'll just Fairy Macabre, Horror, Horror. Deny them the draws, or at least attempt to. Oh, okay. Oh! Oh boy! Oh, there wasn't another reaping! Yes! Yes! I won against Paulo! Yes! Oh, my hate cards paid off! What was my next draws? Swamp, useless. Swamp, useless. Should not have conceded. Wow, Paulo should not have conceded. I was bricking hard there. I was bricking so hard there. Wow, I was getting nowhere fast. Wow, no, that concession was like, this was, my deck is hyper consistent because of the dredgers. No dredger, no thorn, no grave scrabbler, no kitchen imp, nothing for like 15 draws. Wow. But Paulo felt like this game was probably over. And it, even with all of these, I had the Witherbloom campuses, so it's more like 7 draws, and it's insanely difficult to piece together something actually good under an Augur of Skulls kitchen imp. I still would have drawn into Fairy Macabre, another Augur of Skulls. It probably still would have been a win, but that would have been a lot closer than it should have if Paulo continued to play. See you in match number 4. Here we are in match number 4 of the league. We're going to be on the play. I mean, this hand isn't perfect, but it's probably going to be a keep anyway. We've got some lands, we've got commune, we've got some stall. If this is an aggro matchup and we get Torex, we win. This is Drossforge Bridge. Don't know exactly what that means. Hopefully it's not control, for this hand at least. It's not very good. Okay. Fight an Affinity. Affinity with mostly fair cards. We'll see. That kind of sucks. Yeah, I'll take the Sakura Tri-Belter. Not hitting Torex. Not hitting Torex, not hitting Thorn. That's no good. No good at all. Hopefully we hit Torex soon. Because we obviously need Torex to win. luckily, we have 7 communes now, so there's a lot of good draws here. A whole lot of good ones. Makeshift munitions. Okay. Rakdos Canarium. No. Golgari Rot Farm is fine, I suppose. I'll play a Sakura Tribe Elder. I will swing for 1. Play Rot Farm. Bounce Jungle Hollow. Pass the turn. We might hardcast Greater Tanuki this game. Would be very funny. I would, in this situation, much rather this card be Thorn. So I will take note of that. Thorn is a card that I liked a lot, especially back when we didn't have Commune with the Spirits, because it'd be just a good value engine if you didn't have Tortured Existence. But I was really hoping that the consistency of 7 communes would come in handy. Deck. Apparently not. Apparently I was mistaken. Also don't have Witherbloom Campus, which kind of sucks. We are gaining a little bit of life, and they obviously do not have Disciple of the Vault. They're basically a control deck, just like us at this point, which ends up heavily favoring us if we can draw the card that our deck is named after. Oh, no they're not. No they're not. I lied. I should have realized. They're not playing a fair deck. They're not playing a control deck. They're playing a 1-turn kill combo deck. That's what they're doing. Yep. Yeah, this is another very difficult matchup. I was really hoping, but I guess Rakdos Canarium does Rakdos Canarium Faithless Looting. I just didn't see a goblin. Thought that this would maybe be the brainchild of some weird affinity lover. Sakura Tribe Elder. Okay. Swing in with Brown Scale. Play the dog. Probably still just lose here. Most likely. But hey, might as well play it out. They're a combo deck, and combo decks brick. All the time. This one is very consistent, though. It is not the best in the world against removal spells and graveyard hate, but it is very good when I have Spore Frog and a dog and a 2/3. And that's what I did in, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 turns? Yeah. 7, actually, maybe. Yeah, 7 turns. This is what I've done in 7 turns. Another deck that I kind of wish I was playing Burn or Fairies or anything that does anything quickly. Yes, you can see my really, really stupid hand, opponent. You can take a good long look at it with that duress. I have 0 interaction for anything that you're doing here. I swear, I almost wish that like Chatterstorm was played instead of this, because Spore Frog at least would be useful. Please, something. No. Okay. All right. Swing with everything. What do you do, opponent? You take it like a man. Sakura Tribe Elder. Sakura Tribe Elder. Spore Frog. To be fair, I would be very dead against most decks as well here. Like, Fairies could easily win here. I don't know. Maybe they still miraculously brick. I've played games of Storm in Modern where Gifts Ungiven and Past in Flames were like bottom 20, all 6 of them. So there's a chance. There's an incredibly small chance, but there is a chance. Putrid Goblin. Okay. Do you have first day of class? If you do, I will concede. Taking a long time to play out first day of class when you know that I have no interaction. Chromatic Star. It would be really funny if I won this game. It would be very funny. To me, not to him. Probably piss him off a lot. That he's losing to a 6 mana, 6/5 with trample. No, first day. Opponent, you're playing a combo deck. It takes a while to do your game actions. Man, this guy's playing so slow. Yeah. I'm gonna make him play out his combos this game. Because if you're gonna eat away your clock as a combo player, I will punish you with the power of F6. Not right now though. I don't want him to be able to kill my Sakura Tribe Elders. Alright, Faithless Looting. It doesn't look like a first day of class. Looks like a hope. A hope. Opponent still, I think, wins if they draw first day here. I'm pretty sure. Because Putrid Goblin, sack it, trigger on the stack, first day of class, infinite mana into possibly like anything at all. Cycle on Earth. Yeah, we win. See you in sideboards. I'm going to bring this in, take those out. I know that the dog won the game, but I don't think it's actually good in this matchup. It was just very, very funny. We got 2 Commune with Spirits. That had better find Tortured Existence. Or at least a land. I need to stop bricking with this card. Okay. Bridge. The rats. The single rats that I left in the deck. Tortured Existence. I will pick that up. Thank you very much. Fairy Macabre is incredibly good in this matchup. You kill the Putrid Goblin when the trigger goes on the stack, or you don't kill it. You just exile it when the trigger goes on the stack. Becomes very, very difficult for the opponent to do anything. I'll commune. Okay, sure. Golgari Rot Farm. I'll end up discarding hand size, but it's not exactly a huge deal here. I'll discard the rats. I can just get them back once I get enough mana to cast them. I'm a little bit flooded with green mana, which kind of sucks, but obviously not the end of the world. We have our Fairy Macabres. This is precisely why I have... Ooh. I see. Yes, I'll take that. I will. Thank you very much. I will kill one of these lands, and I will use Masked Vandal's ability. Yeah, that's a good green card. that's a really good green card in this matchup. Faithless Looting. Next turn we probably Augur and Rot Farm. Yep, I suppose so. Augur Skulls. Rot Farm. Bounce Force back to my hand. Swing for 1. And this is why I took out kitchen imps, 2 kitchen imps. I still want the other 2 for the value, and as you saw, we do sometimes just clock them down. Sometimes that happens. They brick a little bit and you clock them down. But in this matchup, you really just want the interaction. The interaction is how you're going to win most of your games, and we have a lot of it. Of course, Augur of Skulls is not a perfect answer in this matchup. They have Unearth, and, you know, just Ancestral Recall, which is a difficult card to interact with. Draw? Commune with the Gods. Okay. I guess that I will Forest, cast Tribelder. Wait. Sacrifice Tribelder. Get a Swamp. Discard Grave Scrabbler. And get both of the creatures in my graveyard back. Obviously, I would do this at instant speed, but Golgari Rot Farm prohibits me from doing so. And I think that I don't really need to hold up like triple Fairy Macabre here. If they can get through double Fairy Macabre, I will be extremely surprised. I will be so surprised if they can get through double Fairy Macabre with like 5 mana. If they can do that, they deserve to win. Witherbloom Campus. Okay. What do I do here? What do I do here? I'm always going to swing with these. I will commune. Sure, I'll take Grave Scrabbler. Sakura Tribuilder. Now, do I hold up triple Fairy Macabre here? So if they go like first day of class, little annoying guy, putrid, sack, I just kill it. They can play another putrid, then I just kill it. They would have to have like another putrid on top of the 2 putrids and then the search. I'm not playing around that. I don't think. Do I play around that? Yeah. I guess I do. It's so lame. I play around it, though. Whatever. Whatever. I play around it. I don't think that I can lose if I just play around it. If I can hold up, like, 4 Fairy Macabres at some point in this game, it's very difficult for me to lose. First day, sure. Opponent's going to go for it. Yep, little guy. Fairy Macabre, exile. I guess exile Faithless Looting. Or Goblin Matron. Yeah. I'll get rid of that Matron. I don't think the Faithless is that good. Yep. Haha! I have sideboard cards! What will you do now, opponent? Will you play another one? Nope. Opponent's not play another one. I think that I will discard Sakura Tribuilder, get back Fairy Macabre. Sacrifice Augur, discard 2 cards from the opponent's hand. I promise this is a bad matchup. It might look good. This is a very bad matchup. It's just Fairy Macabre is so powerful with Tortured Existence. Swing with Grave Scrabbler. I think that I'm going to... Yeah, I think I'll just hold up like 1,000,000 Fairy Macabres, roughly. Yeah, I think that that's probably the play. I have a clock. It's a small clock, but it is a clock. They're a little bit low on hand size. And if I can just Fairy Macabre through, then I win. If I could just have like 1, 2, then 3, 4, I don't think that they can do anything about that. I don't think that they can beat that. I will scry. Nope. I will get back that. Discard Grave Scrabbler. And then I'm going to get back Secret Tri-Builder. Probably not going to play it. It's probably just going to be a discard for Fairy Macabre. I could use a Dredger. That'd be nice. I swear I bottomed it. Swing with 2 Grave Scrabblers. Cast Augur. Play Jungle Hollow. Pass the turn. And one of the things that... Well, no, we don't actually even have to worry for that. I was going to say we have to worry about the 1-mana guy that gives a creature +1/+1. I was going to say we have to worry that one going infinite. And it's like, wait a second, no. Fairy Macabre stops both that guy and this guy. Yeah. Yeah, that's how that works. Okay, what is going on here? Masked Vandal. Oof. Exile target creature. How many creatures? One. One. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I can deny Masked Vandal in any case, and I'm definitely going to. Yeah, I'm definitely going to. If they Masked Vandal, I'm going to exile Skirk Prospector Faithless Looting from their graveyard, and then when they sack Goblin Matron, I don't think that I can actually fully deny it if they play it correctly. That kind of sucks. It sucks. Skirk Prospector. They are not doing it. That's weird. I think that they definitely should have. Kitchen Imp. Kitchen Imp's good here. I am fine with that. Force opponent to discard 2 cards. Ichor Wellspring, Introduction to Prophecy. Yep, okay. I'll grab Augur of Skulls, discarding Kitchen Imp. Cast Kitchen Imp. Move to combat. Swing for damage. Cast Augur. Pass the turn. So opponent has Putrid Goblin, Masked Vandal, something else. 2 other random cards. I'm not going to do anything about that, actually. I don't think so. I do anything about that? You know what? I'm going to... do I even test the opponent's skill? I get a scry off. No, I'm going to assume that the opponent knows what they're doing, more or less. And would have just sacrificed one of these matrons in response. I'm not gonna assume that they're garbage. Because I think that this is I don't know exactly how Moto works, but I think that this is probably like 3-0 bracket. At least they're probably like 2-0, 2-1. They're most likely at least reasonably okay at the game. First day of class, sure. Gets another introduction to prophecy. Putrid Goblin, okay. Exile. I think I'll just exile this Mass Vandal. Opponent is probably going to be upset when they see second Fairy Macabre because they don't know that I have second Fairy Macabre here. Unearth, sure. Yeah, that's fine. Don't really care about that. It's just the Putrid Goblins that I care about. And is the opponent going to grab another one? Yep, that is what they are doing. So their hand is Introduction to Prophecy, Putrid Goblin. I think that this game is pretty much a lock. The opponent doesn't even have black mana to cast the Putrid Goblin. I'm sure that they are a little bit upset about that, but it doesn't matter anyway. Even if they could get this Putrid Goblin for infinite mana, Introduction to Prophecy might just brick. So that's the main bad thing about this deck, is that you need Skirk Prospector, Putrid Goblin, first day of class, and another card to go get your infinite damage card, and your opponent has to have 0 interaction. So that's the match. Yeah, we're 4-0. Maybe next match we win. Maybe we get like the first Torex 5-0 in a while. I'll see you in the next one. Here we are in match number 5 of the league. We are 4-0. This is a pretty good hand. Go ahead and keep it. Probably play Jungle Hollow turn 1, Tri-Builder turn 2. Wow, opponent is on a Moldify. Wonder what they're playing. Hopefully, a real nice, simple, easy matchup where we draw well 2 games and it's a clean 5-0. But that never happens. That never happens. Oh, no, of course. Nearly unwinnable matchup. Another one. 3 in a row of almost entirely unwinnable matchups. Yeah, and if this is a combo version, it is so much worse. It is so much worse for us if this is any kind of a combo variant. I have seen one guy who runs like Stompy, basically like Stompy Tron, but I think that one might have gotten nerfed pretty hard with the Tron bannings. And we do not hit. That sucks. That sucks a lot. Play out Sakura Tri-Builder, pass the turn. Opponent is going to have Tron online, and if they are playing the combo version, we are kind of screwed. If they're playing the Stompy version, we might have a tiny chance. We'll see. We'll see. Regardless, we need to hit Tortured Existence really, really fast. This looks like the combo version. So opponent is basically going to draw roughly 1 million cards, And then eventually they're going to hit Jace's Erasure, I believe is the finish. Shuffle their entire graveyard of artifacts into their library, and then do it again, milling you out. It is lame. It is exceptionally lame. Okay, that sucks. Witherbloom Campus to hand. Cast Kitchen Imp. So we have gone about 20 cards deep and have not seen Tortured Existence. Difficult. Certainly difficult. Yeah, and the thing about this deck is that there's almost no way for me to interact with it. Almost no way at all. Like Augur of Skulls is a card, I suppose, but not much of one. Definitely not much of one. I don't have any way to interact with them having Tron. I obviously do have like Masked Vandal, but yeah, I forgot to mention Foundry Inspector. So basically it turns all of your chromatic spheres, chromatic stars into Manamorphoses. Actually, yeah, Manamorphoses. Turns your Ichor Wellsprings and Golden Eggs and Spare Supplies into 1-mana draw card. You eventually get 2 of it down, turns all of those into 0-mana draw card. And then you win the game because it's super free. Super free. Yep, I will cast Tortured Existence. It doesn't even do very much here because I don't have any like Crypt Rats or anything. Crypt Rats would be very nice, but I do not have one currently. I guess that I will just get back Sakura Tribuilder, discard Grave Scrabbler. Let's see what we can do here. I'm obviously going to play it out. Never actually played against this one. I've just seen it and thought, wow, why did you have to unban Expedition Map? What did you think was going to happen? Did you think that Tron was going to be like a fun and interactive deck? Has Tron ever been a fun and interactive deck in any format? In any format, has this deck ever been one where people are like, oh, yay, I'm playing against Tron. This will be a thought-provoking match. Oh yeah, they also play that one. So they get to basically gain infinite life for free. And you can't do a whole lot about it. Is there any chance whatsoever that I win this game? I'm not thinking that there is, but I guess I'll play it out. Maybe Crypt Rats will be able to do something. Probably not. I probably just die. But you'll get to see how stupid combo decks are in Pauper, and why Wizards of the Coast thought that this was a good idea to bring back. What like? Does their board look interesting? Yeah. I don't think so. I think that their board looks dumb. Their board looks very dumb. I am going to swing with Kitchen Imp, I suppose. Might as well. It's not going to do anything, but I might as well. Swamp Spore Frog, the counter card. If this was like any aggro matchup, that would have been a really good draw. Oh, main deck Nile Spellbomb. Fun. How fun. I am so close to a 5-0. Yeah, whatever. I'm going to concede there. I'm going to concede on the main deck Nile Spellbomb Tron. See you in sideboards. I am going to bring these in, take these out. I'm going to reiterate that this matchup is absolutely terrible. Almost unwinnable. And Fairy Macabre is much less good. like much less good. I'm basically just gonna use this to stop like chromatic spheres and maybe Ichor Wellsprings. I think that's how that works. I think that you can exile them when they're triggers on the stack. Yeah, maybe you can. Maybe you can't. I don't think that any of these cards are really better than Fairy Macabre here. Yeah, this matchup is bad. An opponent apparently has lots of things to think about, which is cool. It's very cool when the opponent is like, shall I bring in 3 more Relic of Progenitus, 2 more Nile Spellbomb, perhaps 4 cards that destroy target enchantment that is 1 CMC and black. Yes, I think I'll bring in these cards. But what to take out? What to take out? Why couldn't you have just been playing Burn? Why? Bird or Bogles or any kind of fairies. I have won 2 unwinnable matchups in a row against significantly stronger players than me who play this game a lot more than I do. Why are you on Tron? Alright, I'll be on the play. Nope. No lands. I suppose that I will keep this. Toss back a Stinkweed Imp. I'm going to have to draw a green source, obviously, but this is a fine hand other than not having a green source. Pass turn. Is mine. Expedition Map. Crypt Rats. It's okay. My Augur of Skulls will keep them off of Tron. Why? Why couldn't this deck just stay dead? Why couldn't you force them to use crop rotation instead of this card? Why? Witherbloom Campus. Neat. If that had been a forest, I would have popped that expedition map so fast. I would have killed it so fast. Oh! Even cooler. Natural Tron. Oh, this is also just a card that they randomly play. Golem Foundry. So, yeah, there's a pretty good chance that opponent is going to make a Golem this turn. Because why not? There's an actual chance that the opponent will make 2 golems this turn. No golems? What is this? What is this? Discard Stinkweed Imp. Add Augur back to my hand. I'll take a natural draw here. Yep. Kitchen Imp. Not exactly the best. Yeah. I really wanted to land. Maybe I should have just gotten rid of the Stinkweed Imp. Whatever, I have to kill Golem Foundry here. Yeah, I probably should have just dredged the Stinkweed Imp. But matchup is almost unwinnable regardless. Yep, opponent has 7 mana on turn 3, and all of their cards cost 1 less mana. Because artifact combo decks must be a top tier deck in Pauper, or Wizards of the Coast will throw a fit. I believe that is how it works. Discard Crypt Rats. Get Masked Vandal. Draw. Another Masked Vandal. Cast Masked Vandal. Kill Foundry. What's opponent gonna do? Sure. Now they haven't had yeah, they haven't had that yet, is what I was gonna say. Yeah, they have not had 1 mana, draw 2 cards, brick your removal spell yet. But they do now. They certainly do now. I'm sorry if I'm salty. It's just I hate playing against this matchup more than anything because I've looked and looked and looked at all of the possible cards that you can bring in into Tron. All the cards that I could have in my sideboard, and not one of them is remotely good enough against this absolutely bonkers deck. Not one. Not a single one is good enough. Brown scale. Hooray. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I guess I'll swing for one, maybe. It's so bad. It's so very, very bad. An auger doesn't even do anything. Whatever, I guess I'll discard Kitchen Imp, clock them. Maybe they'll brick for, an eternity, and I'll be able to kill. Highly unlikely. Like, extraordinarily unlikely. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe I will beat their infinite mana with my 3. With my 3. Main deck Nile Spellbomb. Main deck Nile Spellbomb. My 5-0. Why is Pauper just combo decks? Why? Reckoner's Bargain. Another card that Wizards of the Coast printed because they felt that that Ancestral Recall was not good enough. They needed draw 3 cards for 2 mana and gain 2 life. That's also what they needed. Because why wouldn't they print that? Why wouldn't they print that? And I understand they gave Tortured Existence something. I shouldn't just be complaining, but I'm a little bit pissed that they unbanned Expedition Map. I'm a little bit pissed. Oh, yay, the card I was just talking about. Let's see how much it impacts this game. Swamp. Close to as powerful as Expedition Map. Very close. Swing for 3. Augur of Skulls, I guess. It's not like Crypt Rats is really going to do anything here. Yeah. Oh, would you look at that? Opponent has 1,000,000 life now. What a neat thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands are in play. How much mana is in play? 16? That seems okay. That seems fine. Yeah, I mean, 1 mana, draw 3 cards, gain 10 life? Yeah. Why shouldn't that be in the game? I don't see one good reason why 1 mana, draw 3 cards, gain 10 life should not be a spell. Hey, I was right. Opponent brought in more Nile Spellbombs. Yeah, I don't... Is there any universe where I win this? Maybe. I should have augured, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Crypt Rats. Bounce a swamp to hand. Pass the turn. They have 2 Nile Spellbombs. 2. They have 2 Nile Spellbombs in their colorless deck. Yep. Opponent plays another 2 mana per turn. They are up to 18 mana in play with 8 lands. And they have perfect mana because I don't know why wouldn't they? Why I cannot think of one good reason why the opponent would not have perfect mana off of having 8 lands and 18 mana. Plays Foundry Inspector, sure. Okay. Do I even? No. Nope. I don't even do that. Force opponent to discard 2 cards. Might as well. Yep. 2 Tron lands. That figures. Really the only thing that those could have been. What's my win condition here? Do I have a win condition here? Important questions. Swing with Kitchen Imp. An opponent has, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Opponent has 40 life on the table. Just 40. Nothing incredible or anything. Just 40 life for activating their cards. Is opponent going to activate them now? See, 40 life in my deck takes 20 mana. 20 mana to gain 40 life in my deck. That's a big cost, especially when your lands don't tap for 3. Their deck? No, they just draw cards. They just play 0 mana, draw a card, gain 5 life. And then they play 1 mana, draw 3 cards, gain 5 life. And then they play 1 mana, exile the graveyard decks, graveyard, gain 5 life. They didn't even do that. They didn't even feel like it because they don't need life. Why would they need a life total? They are already unkillable in this matchup. Yep, there is the Jace's Erasure. There is, I think that's another Golem Foundry. Neat. Very, very cool. Yeah, and Pauper is a format where either you are playing like red-green Ponza, or you have no interaction to Tron lands whatsoever. Yeah, well, at least we get to see the thing that deck does. Opponent can make like 1,000 golems this turn while holding up Nile Spellbomb and milling my deck. Now, milling my deck is not very good, so I'd probably say no if I were them. But they are going to anyway. They're going to mill my deck. They're going to see Fairy Macabre, a card that is virtually useless in this matchup. Opponent is going to play Foundry Inspector. We are going to F6. We're just going to take a good long gander at what happens when Wizard says, yes, I know that we wanted to make Tron weaker. So we banned the cards from the controlling, like value-oriented mystical teachings Tron list, and instead we unbanned Expedition Map, making the only Tron deck that's viable a 1-turn kill artifact deck that can gain virtually infinite life and has infinite draw. Because Affinity is no longer a deck in the format, we have to have another artifact deck be very reasonably, possibly the best in the format. There's a good chance that this deck is the best in the format right now. Like, I'm not going to say 100% or anything, but I mean, look at this. Look at this absolute nonsense here. Like, is there any universe in which I ever have a chance? Is there a single universe? Because I don't think that there is. It doesn't feel like there is. I mean, like, my cards are generally fair, and then this is the board state.
So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to look at this button, and I'm going to be slightly upset that I did not face any other matchup. Well, at least we got a 4-1. I'll go ahead and open up the chests, see what I get. That is mildly upsetting. I was really hoping for a 5-0. Haven't had a 5-0. So many 4-1s. So many 4-1s with Tortured Existence. 0 5-0s so far. Because every single time that I fight through hard matchups, I eventually, sooner or later, hit something like that, and there's literally no counterplay. I couldn't have done anything better. I played that matchup as perfectly as I possibly could have, and it is as close to a 100-0 as I think that there is in pretty much Magic the Gathering. So I'll mention that this deck feels really good. Commune with the Spirits is a great card. Tortured Existence is well positioned currently. I'm glad that they banned Galvanic Relay. That combo deck is also virtually unbeatable. I am insanely pissed off that they banned Relay to then turn around and make a different deck that functions almost precisely the same as Relay Storm. Almost exactly the same playstyle. You just draw a million cards, and instead of dealing a million damage, you just gain infinite life and then mill your opponent's entire library and or make 1,000 golems. Right? Both of the decks do essentially the same thing. They have the very similar play patterns, and they have almost no way to be counterplayed with Tortured Existence. Spore Frog definitely does not beat main deck Nile Spellbomb Infinite Mill. None of the cards in my sideboard do either. There is nothing that is actually good enough to beat Tron. The closest thing is the 4 mana 3/3 that you can kick it for 2 mana to destroy a Tron land that is way too slow. So slow. There's nothing that you can really do in that matchup. If any of you win that matchup, good on you. It is even harder than Goblin Combo. It is even harder than Cycle Storm because at least Fairy Macabre is good. Very, 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 very good in those two matchups, and it does almost nothing against this absolutely insane deck. Why would you print a combo deck that you can't graveyard hate out, that you can't really hand disrupt, that counterspells, I mean, maybe do okay against, but nothing that I have. Certainly nothing that I have. Well, we got a 4-1. It was a good showing. I'm surprised that we did manage to beat 2 of the 3 combo decks with our deck that is very bad against combo decks. We hard stomped Boros aggro. The Fairies matchup was surprisingly close, but we pulled it out in the end. And if we had hit just any reasonable 50-50 matchup where I could outplay him, I think that we would have been able to secure a 5-0. But Wizards seems determined to make combo tier 1 in every single iteration of Pauper. I'll see you guys next time.